Universität Bergakademie Freiberg in Germany. We are a small university, and we are actually the smallest university in the Free State of Saxony. Maybe you know the Free State of Saxony is one of 16 federal states in Germany. And I show you the location. Yeah, Germany, you know, and also Ukraine. This is clear where we are located. But Freiberg is located on the east of Germany, in the southeastern part, close to the border to the Czech Republic. And Prague, the capital city of Czech Republic, is only 200 kilometers away from Freiberg. And Berlin is roughly 230 kilometers away from us. And yeah, we are a small city as well. Not just the university is a small university, but also Freiberg, the town, is not so big. We have 40,000 inhabitants approximately. And this is an aerial view of our city. You can see a round shape, which is typical for a historic place in Germany and in Central Europe in general. So this was once surrounded by a wall, this old quarter. So the campus is close to the center. It is 5 walking minutes away from the border of the center of the city, and you can see some of the houses of the campus here in the middle. Sorry, I want to go on. Yeah, the campus, you can see on that picture, it's circled and highlighted with a circle. It is, yeah, we have a university of 4,000 students, so the campus is really in one place, and you can reach all the destinations within by foot. You do not need public transport in Freiberg. So also the dormitories where most of the students are living, are located in the campus. Right. So this is our one of the institute buildings from the last century. So here the mechanical engineering takes place, for example, in that building called Karl Kegelbau, named after one of our professors. So we have roughly 4,300 students. This is the last count from the winter semester 24-25. The new numbers for this semester will be slightly less, but we have a very high percentage of students from other countries, from foreign students. So the foreign students come from 90 different countries, and we have roughly 55% of foreign students. We are a technical university, and our areas of expertise are in the energy and sustainable energy production, and also the mining sector. So you can see our fields of expertise: climate and environment, engineering and technologies, raw materials and composites, and also energy and energy systems. We do the research and the teaching, then robotics and AI, and also, last but not least, we have a faculty of economics and law. We have 6 faculties. Each faculty represents another area of expertise, of knowledge and research: mathematics and computer science, faculty 1, then natural sciences, including physics and biology and chemistry. Then we have earth sciences, which is mining, and geosciences like geophysics, and also surveying, mine surveying. Yes, faculty 4 and 5, they deal with the engineering sciences, for example, material sciences and materials technology, mechanical engineering, and also process engineering. And as I said before, last but not least, we have a faculty of business administration, which is required. If you want to become an engineer, you need to know how to manage a business. So you can also study business administration in Freiberg. Yes. So we have some more to go, some more into details in point of the resource technology, what we have So we have materials and energy efficient processing technologies and recycling technologies, and everything is connected with environmentally friendly technologies and also with sustainability. So this goes through our whole faculties, the 6 faculties that I mentioned. Also in material sciences and engineering, we are dealing with innovative technologies to raise the sustainability of processes, of materials. We have a research center that deals with high temperature materials, how to create new materials with better conditions under high temperature and high pressure. Semiconductor and nanomaterials, we have a research center, an institute, and we have also actually a study program called nanomaterials. Computer sciences, so this is Professor Rink. You can see here on this photo, he's dealing with autonomous machines that as robots that go, like automatic. They can do research or surveying in a mine, like how to do that when the conditions in the mine are so that your life is threatened by some gases. So you have to send in this robot, and he has to do the surveying and find maybe injured persons on its own. This is a research project in the Faculty of Mathematics and Computer Sciences, for example. But we're also dealing a lot with geo and environmental informatics, for example, how to make automatic measures of water quality in rivers without using too much manpower for that. So Faculty 6, Business Administration, is doing research on new methods on environmental and resource management, for example. And just to mention another topic, environmental and energy law. So we have no real faculty of law. You cannot become a lawyer when you study in Freiberg, but you can become a Master of Business Administration, and you have a special knowledge about business and law if you do so. So we have 67 degree programs, which includes bachelor degrees, master's degree, and the thing that is the engineering courses are famous for in Germany, the diploma degree, which is equal to a master's degree. For the bachelor's and the diploma degree courses, you need knowledge of German language, but we have 14 master's programs completely in English. And if you want to find out which these are, please go to our website, tu-freiberg.de. You easily find our list of study programs, and also you can select show me only the English study programs, and then you will find out. So we have, if you want to study a bachelor degree, you need to learn German first. The no tuition fees applies to all of our study programs, and it is a common thing in most German universities. We are a public university, and since the beginning, there are no tuition fees in Germany. You just have to pay for your housing and living. For that is the last part of our presentation. You can see, we will see that later. I want to talk a little bit about the German language proficiency, what you need if you want to study in German language, which is recommended also because when you know German, you have it's much easier to find an internship, to find a company you can do your master's thesis with, get practical experience. So it's recommended to study in German. So the required level is, like everywhere in Germany, I think, is C1. The high one of the very high requirement is C1 level. Or we have a test. It's called Deutsche Sprachprüfung für den Hochschulzugang, DSH, And we offer this language intensive course and also the DSH exam, and you need the result of DSH2 in order to study in German language. If you want to study in English, the level is slightly less. You need a TOEFL test with 90 points, an IELTS test with a score of 6.5, or an equivalent international renowned or recommended language certificate. So when you have studied German and you have achieved level B1 already, then you are ready to apply for a German study program in Freiberg University. You need B1 certificate in order to apply. With less, it doesn't make sense, because we just accept students with B1 that have finished the B1 level already in German. And then we will offer you German intensive courses for B2 level and for C1 level. And that last intensive course C1 will be finished with the DSH exam, which I mentioned before. So when you pass this, you can directly start studying. So these two courses, B2 and C1, you can do within one semester. And if you already have B2 level, you can even do the C1 course before the start of the semester. So you will not lose one semester for learning German. So we offer two modules, the B2 and the C1 course, and it is like so that you can normally you can start studying after doing an intensive course in German for one semester. As you can see also here, there are the numbers. The B2 and the C1 intensive course, they cost 1,400 and 1,550 euros. We cannot offer them for free. This is not part of the curriculum. So this is a private thing, to prepare for studies in Germany. If you need German language proficiency, you would have to go to anywhere. You would have to go to a school in order to learn to study the German language. So it's not for free. Okay. Another thing which we should mention, if you just finished your school, like with the school leaving certificate, that allows you to study in the Ukraine, that it might be not accepted in Germany. So you might need to first study this so-called university preparatory program, or in German Studienkolleg. And at Freiberg University, we offer this Studienkolleg actually for free, but only the T course. T course means for technical study programs. Also natural sciences is included in the T course. So you will have a lot of mathematics, physics, chemistry, and you will achieve the high level of knowledge in order to study in those technical fields, engineering or natural sciences. And in order to get this, this further education, this preparatory program, you have to pass an exam. It's called the Feststellungsprüfung, and you will be invited to this exam when you apply at Freiberg University for a bachelor course or for a diploma course. And we will, as the administration office of our university, will see that you are still missing some level of education, and we will recommend you to take this T course in Freiberg University, and you will automatically get the invitation to that, and you can take part, also you can participate in this exam, Feststellungsprüfung. This is another thing which is important if you apply in Germany. Is most universities are working with this database. It's called ANABIN. This is a database, a knowledge resource to test your entrance qualification level to study in Germany. So you can enter your school leaving certificate in this database and ask or see if this school leaving certificate, your level that you have, is enough in order to start studying in Germany, or if you need this preparatory course. this can be seen in this database. What I can also offer you, if you write to us, to the international office of TU Bergakademie Freiberg, I can also check it for you in advance. So before you apply, you might send us an email, and I can tell you then whether you need a T course or not. So the next slide, we are almost done with this formalities, with lots of texts. Yeah, I think it goes too much into details. It shows some school leaving certificates from Ukraine, which are common, and it shows whether they are equal to the German system or not. And you can see in the first table that, yeah, some of these school leaving certificates from Ukraine require that you do the Studienkolleg, the preparatory course in Germany, or you can also study for 1 or 2 years in the Ukraine, and then you can apply for studying in Germany, because this gives you the knowledge to directly start studying in Germany. So this is, if you studied at school for 11 years and you are leaving the school, then you still have to do, you have to study in the Ukraine at a university for 1 year before you can directly change to the German university. Sorry, this is has not been made by us. This is like an official rule that has been done by a board of professors for the whole of Germany. If you did a bachelor or a specialist for 4 years or even more, then you can be sure this is equal to a bachelor in Germany, and you can apply for a master's degree. Then we have this special offer since 3 or even more years. Our university, TU Bergakademie Freiberg, offers online teaching for especially for Ukrainian students. So you can enroll online to our university and do courses in mathematics, material sciences, mechanical engineering, and also business administration. And you can get a certificate at the end. And this is for free. And this measure is financed by Germany, and it aims to support the Ukrainian students. And also, if you have if you cannot attend school because of the war, then you might at least get some knowledge through this program. Please, you can make a photo or a screenshot of this QR code, or copy this link. So this is the support project with 3 U's. You can also find it in Google when you type it. TU Bergakademie Freiberg support, and you can really easily participate in this program if you are a student at enrolled in Ukraine, at a university in Ukraine. All right. Yeah, 2 more important information. The application for bachelor and also diploma degree takes place via UniAssist. This is a service provider which tests and will checks your application documents, and then informs the university, us, the Freiberg University, if your application is valid and you can be enrolled, or if there is something missing. So unfortunately, this service is not for free. Every student, every applicant has to pay the initial handling fee of 75 euros. And if you apply for more than 1 university in Germany, any additional university will cost you 30 euros. If you apply for a master's degree, you can directly do this at TU Bergakademie Freiberg in our application portal. You can see the screenshot here, and that will be for free. So now I'm asking one of our students, Victoria, if she's around. if she's available and if it's
Yes.
possible. Oh yeah, thanks, Victoria,
Yeah, I am.
to take over and switch to Ukraine, please.
Yeah, I will. Да. А для цієї частини презентації я перейду на українську, оскільки я студентка з України. Я сподіваюся, мене нормально чути. І я трошки розкажу вже не про такі формальні моменти, а про більш життя студента у Фрайберзі. Так. І почнемо з accommodation і з кімнат. Університет має близько 1000 кімнат доступних для студентів, які вже мають меблі, і ціна варіюється з 240 до більш дорогих, які доходять до 400 євро в місяць, але це включаючи інтернет і там воду та електрику. Ціна залежить від того, чи ви одні живете, чи з іншими людьми ділите ванну або кухню, наприклад. І ви можете податись на право отримати кімнату, але бажано це робити заздалегідь десь за 6 або 12 місяців перед тим, як ви почнете тут навчатись. Ось. Да. Є різні можливості фінансувати своє навчання у Фрайберзі, і одна з таких можливостей – це Deutschland-стипендіум, яку ви можете отримувати протягом 2 семестрів, якщо ви на неї подастесь і отримаєте її, що є в розмірі 300 євро на місяць, але для неї є декілька вимог. По-перше, це хороші оцінки протягом вашого навчання в університеті, і також social commitment або різне волонтерство і брання участі у житті університету. Також є можливість знайти роботу, і різні можливості можна знайти через сайт. Скріншот можна побачити на слайді, він постійно оновлюється, і є можливості знайти як більш довгострокову роботу або щось короткочасне, як, наприклад, зараз, коли будуть відкриватись різдвяні ярмарки, то там шукають теж робітників, і багатьох беруть саме студентів, проте тільки на період, коли ці ярмарки відкриті. Переходячи до життя студентів, знову ж таки, в університеті, саме до теми здоров'я і спорту, то, не дивлячись на те, що це університет достатньо маленький, то тут дуже розвинута, я б сказала, спорт і так далі. Присутньо близько 40 різних спортивних курсів, в яких багато студентів приймає участь, від футболу, баскетболу до танців або боксу. І також присутньо дуже багато еквіпменту, наприклад, як різні зали, їх присутні 2 тенісні корти, футбольні корти або місце, щоб пограти в баскетбол. І ці курси доступні за достатньо студентськими цінами, починаючи від 20 євро за курс на семестр. Так. На наступному слайді можна побачити, наприклад, фото з різних курсів, як от скалолазання або футбол. І одна з фотографій, що зліва, це кадр з Олімпіади, яка зазвичай проходить на вулиці у період літнього семестру, де студенти змагаються між собою і беруть участь в різних естафетах. Також в університеті присутньо дуже багато різних саме студентських ініціатив, які не тільки допомагають студентам, якщо у них є питання або якісь складнощі, як от, наприклад, штура, або це студентська рада, так би мовити, які займаються більш офіційними питаннями, проте інші ініціативи, які організовують різні івенти для студентів, починаючи з екскурсії або з якихось паті і так далі. І таких ініціатив в Фрайберзі дуже багато. Враховуючи місце розташування університету, також є багато можливостей не тільки займатися спортом і брати ініціативи спортивних курсів університету, а й самому проявляти ініціативу. І тут багато місць для хайкінгу, для клаймінгу або катання на велосипеді в околицях, бо тут дуже багато лісів, дуже багато гір або якихось туристичних місць, як от, наприклад, різних замків чи туристичних селищ, які бажано і можна відвідати. Так, і якщо ви все ж таки оберете навчання у Фрайберзі, щоб почати його легше і якнаймога швидше без проблем інтегруватись, університет має таку програму, як The Buddy Program, і вона заключається в тому, що коли ви приїжджаєте, якщо ви зареєструєтесь, вам буде наданий, так би мовити, баді або вже студент університету, який тут вже навчається декілька семестрів, що буде вас супроводжувати і вам допомагати, якщо ви будете мати якісь питання, або якщо, наприклад, вам потрібно буде вирішити якесь офіційне питання німецькою, і ви, наприклад, не знаєте німецької, то якщо у вас баді німець, то він теж з цим може допомогти. І взагалі по різнопрофільним питанням він буде вас підтримувати, аби якнаймога швидше і легше інтегруватись у життя університету і Фрайбергу загалом. Да, з моєї частини це все. Якщо у вас є питання, зараз буде якраз такий Q&A session, або якщо питання з'являться після цього, то ви зможете сконтактувати нас через веб-сайт або написати імейл, що можна побачити на слайді. Я дякую.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it from my side.
We have now reached the end of our presentation, and according to the organizers, we can start with our question and answer session. And I have already 2 questions in the chat here, and I would like to highlight them and answer it. I'm currently studying in the 11th grade and learning German at the same time. I haven't decided yet which major to choose. I find maths and physics easy, and I'm interested in chemistry. In your opinion, which university majors will be the most promising in 5 years? Also I understand it's hopefully correct. You are aiming for a master's degree in 5 years, which is rather hard because the bachelors are usually 4 years and a master will be 2 years. Also, so in 5 years to reach a major is not possible, I guess, except you will really be quicker than a usual student and you will pass more modules in one semester than 30, which is the regular, the normal thing, 30 credit points per semester. So the bachelors have usually 8 semesters, which is 4 years. And of course, we have applied natural science in bachelor, which includes chemistry, physics, and also biology. And you can decide while you are studying which field you want to go deeper. So which what interests you most. So you can can go deeper while you are studying. If you are studying, or if you decide to study chemistry, the Bachelor of Chemistry, of course, then you have to stay in that field. But chemistry offers maybe 5 different fields, special fields, which you might see on our website, if you will. Technical chemistry, inorganic chemistry, and so on. And there's also a lot of options you have to go more into details in this field. Freiberg University also offers like a test studies. It's called Orientation studies. So it offers the opportunity to study for 1 semester whatever you want. You can attend any lecture in any study program. And if you decide I will stay in that field, the courses that you successfully passed, that will be recognized for your future studies. So you will not even miss time if you do this, like this orientation studies. So it's called WIN, Orientation Studies, and you can find it on our website. Mathematics is another standalone study program that we offer as a bachelor and as a master in a master degree, and it also has a large variety of specializations. Yeah, I hope this answers your question. So you have a lot of options, and you have to start to study, and then you can do this orientation while you're studying. Is the Studienkolleg, okay, the next question here, is Studienkolleg very competitive? It is easy to enter. As far as I know, I would say it's rather competitive, because I have spoken with some students that changed the university in order to pass Studienkolleg, and none of these students successfully completed or did the Studienkolleg with the first attempt. Of course, you should find some material how to prepare for the test, for the entrance qualification test at the Studienkolleg, and if you are well prepared, you might easily pass in the first attempt. And the students I spoke with, actually, they were not from Ukraine, but they were from Arabic countries. And so there might be a difference of our schooling system, of theirs and ours. I think the Ukrainian schooling system is rather similar, or like equal to us. So I guess you can pass it with the first attempt. May I ask, Victoria, did you do the Studienkolleg, or do you have some experience with that?
No, I didn't do the Studienkolleg. Yeah, I transferred from the university to university, but I have a bunch of friends who did complete the Studienkolleg. And about the entrance, I'm not that sure, but throughout the Studienkolleg, I would also say that it's rather on the most intense side. But it's very similar to Ukrainian school, so I feel like you'll get through it. You'll be fine.
Thanks. Great. Okay, so my cat is entering the screen. So next one. I'm just going here and in the order of appearance. So I hope you do not have to wait too long for your answer. Which program includes a compulsory internship practical semester, and who supports students in finding placements? Yeah, good question, because this is very important in order to gain knowledge. Mechanical engineering, as far as I know, includes it in the curriculum, and also some like the MBA program, International Business and Developing in Emerging Markets, which is the only business administration study program in English language that we offer. It also offers the option, if you do an internship, you will not have to do exams of modules instead. So it is included in the curriculum, and also in material science and material technology, it is also obligatory, but mostly it is recommended, and you have to do it in your free time, so to say. And then the second question, who supports students in finding placements? The faculties, they have partnerships, or let's say they have good connection with the industry, with industrial partners. They're cooperating in research projects. And if you ask your professor for a list of companies who might give you a placement, this is a place to go where what you could ask, asking the professors. And then some faculties also have a list of companies which are partners, or like cooperating partners of the university, and you can go through that list in order to find a placement. So that's pretty much it. So it depends what you are studying. In the sciences, which is Freiberg is like a hub of geoscience scientists, then it's easy to find a placement in Freiberg, or rather easy if you study geophysics, for example. But if you are studying mechanical engineering, you would probably have to apply for a placement at big companies in the whole, in the entire country. And the professors, they will give you some some hints or maybe recommendations, but at the end you will have to do this on your own. This is what I can say, yeah. Okay. So what official employment opportunities are available for students in Freiberg? So I cannot list all these opportunities, of course, but where you can look for employment opportunities during your studies is a fair called Die Orte, places in German, in English, which is organized by one institute of our university itself, by the career service of our university. And there, most of the employers in Freiberg, in the surrounding area, they will send their representatives, and you can directly talk with them and see what they offer, and if you suit them, fit to them. And in Freiberg itself, it also depends again on what you studied. Mining, geosciences, and so a lot of companies have been settled in Freiberg. Drilling, engineering, when you want to do some the heating from the underground, if you want to work in this field, or a wind turbine industry has opportunities in our area. But it depends completely on what you studied, what are your interests. If you are a petroleum engineering student, you of course might have to look abroad for a big company who can employ you, for a big mining company. But the question is will be answered by our career service, and also at the fair that I mentioned. The next one will take place in January 26. So I have here a question in Cyrillic letters. Please, could you translate it for us, or maybe also answer if you know, Victoria?
Yeah, I can try to translate it. The question is about which partners does the university have in the sphere of material science, and if there is an opportunity to do a practicum there at this firmus, and from which course does the practica starts?
Yeah, so this is a good opportunity. In Freiberg, we have a professor that she's responsible for the steel, science of making steel. Professor Volkova, she's from Ukraine, and she was working at ThyssenKrupp for a couple of years before she became a professor at Freiberg University. She will probably recommend you to apply at ThyssenKrupp, so in the steel industry in Germany. Then in a city which is very close to Freiberg called Brand-Erbesdorf, there is an aluminum factory from India. It's called, sorry, I don't remember the name, but I know that students of us do internships there, and also write their thesis on a practical topic at this company. Oh no, I forgot it, sorry. But some partners are there, but in my experience, since Freiberg is a small town, it is always more promising to ask to directly apply with big companies, which are mostly in the bigger rural areas around Leipzig, around Berlin, and in the western part of Germany, where you have this huge agglomeration of steel industry still. You will probably apply at anywhere at the usual companies, and if you study in Freiberg, you will get in contact with this knowledge, of course. And so I know that the students do excursions while they are studying, and they get in contact with these companies, with the steel factories, with the smelting industry during their studies. I didn't study it myself, unfortunately, so I have no practical experience on my own, but I know that students they will be helped, especially in this field from the Professor Volkova. She's very like doing a lot of work in order to help students. Okay, there's a. Sorry, I'm interested in mining and geoengineering on a bachelor level. How do students in this major complete their practical training? Are there enough companies in your region related to this field, mining and geoengineering? I would say yes, definitely. East Germany there's a lot of surface mining, brown coal, and now there's a reclamation. How to set the former mine back into a natural habitat. And this is also something that you can learn if you study mining and geoengineering. But mining and geoengineering, sorry, these are different topics. You cannot. I think they are like slightly different. I'm not quite sure if you can do both in the same bachelor, if you study the same geoengineering and mining. But yeah, maybe the same companies, Wismut, for example, which is from the Soviet times, it was producing or it was getting the uranium from the ore mountains and from our region here in East Germany, and it was one of the biggest employer in East Germany with 5,000 workers, and they are still existing in another form. But these companies were really huge, and Freiberg is one of the, as I mentioned, hubs for getting the knowledge how to do this mining industry, how to maintain it, and how to do it. So in such a hub, the opportunity to find an employer, to get contact to one of these big companies, mining companies, is high, actually. I just mentioned this word Wismut, and in the area of Leipzig, there was a lot of brown coal mining, and yeah, so that I would say it's the chance is higher to find practical training than in other fields of Germany, in other regions of Germany. Please, Victoria, again, is it the same question? It looks like.
Yeah, that's the same.
It's the same. It will not disappear. Sorry. Oh, there's a question related to the dormitory, which is easy. I have internet issues. Yeah, now it comes. What are the chances of getting dormitory, the typical waiting time and application deadlines? So it depends on when you apply. In general, you have a higher chance if you are a foreign student from abroad, because they have more problems finding a dormitory place, or sorry, they have more problems finding finding a flat in Freiberg on the free market. So you should apply 3 months before the start of a semester. So the semester starts in April, you apply in January, or the winter semester starts in October, so you can apply in August, and then your name will be on the list, and then if you react to the offer, they will offer you a dormitory place in a shared apartment with 3 or 4 or 2 other students. Everyone has his own room, but you will share the bathroom and the kitchen with these other students. And if you take the offer, the chances are rather high, if you have applied in time, then that you get actually a place in the dormitories. Every semester, students will finish with their studies. You have seen in the presentation we have 1,000 places free in the dormitory, not free, but 1,000 places are available in the dormitories, and when at least 300 students will leave them because they finish, or also when they study for too much, when the period of their studies is too long, they will lose their place in the dormitory. This is also, you must know this. There's a regular time for studying. If, for example, a master degree is 4 semesters, and if you take more time, if you need more time than 4 semesters, you might lose the place in the dormitory. Instead, you have to find an alternative flat in Freiberg, which is easy when you study here. Of course, you have enough time. So then the dormitory will be free for new international and German students, and this works quite well. So in the last semesters, we had problems finding accommodation for students that came late. I mean, at the beginning of the semester, and they did not apply before the start of the semester, but every student could find a place when he applied 3 months in advance. So 3 months in advance is also the period for application for the studies. So you can apply for studies and at the same time for a dormitory place, and that is fine. And you have a good chance to get this place. Are there any additional administrative fees for international students? So I think I have not mentioned in the presentation, 107 euros is the current semester fee. Every student has to pay it, no matter if you are a German student or an international student. And then there are no additional fees for international students. What is also common in Germany, when you have already a master's degree, which is recognized in Germany at a German university, then you have already reached a high level. You could as well start studying. And if you still apply for example, another master's degree, then you will have to pay a second study fee for your second studies, and that is 300 euros per semester. This is the only fee which is like given by the law. And what else? Well, no, there are no additional fees. International students have to have the same prices, have to pay the same amount of money for the dormitory, and for the enrollment. Do informatic include additional selections steps like motivation letter, interview, subject, test, portfolio? If you apply for the bachelor, not. And if we are talking about the master's degree, I'm not sure. I would say you have to please check out our website tu-freiberg.de, and there will be on the first page you can see is a red button. It's called Studiengang finden, or in English, find study program. And then computer science, it's a German course. You can find the application requirements on this page. Yeah. So, angewandte Informatik, applied informatics. Yeah. It shows that you need a bachelor degree in applied computer science, or in an equivalent degree program, you need at least level B1 in German, and that's all. Yeah, no, there is no interview for informatics, applied computer science, no motivation letter. Yeah. But still, of course, you have to send in your bachelor degree with the whole, how's it called, transcript of records. So they will see what you did in the bachelor's, and if there is something missing, some topics, some modules, you will have so-called Auflagen, which these are bachelor modules that you will have to do at the beginning of your master as an additional preparatory, so to say, preparation, and that's all in order to study this. Yeah. I'm interested in an intensive German course up to level B2. What is the duration of this course? I just opened the website of our language department. So the intensive course has a duration of 8 weeks and a total of 26 lessons per week. And each lesson is 45 minutes, like at school. 26 lessons with 45 minutes for each week. In total, you will have, in these 8 weeks, you will have 208 lessons. So it's the whole morning. You start at 8 in the morning, and you finish around noon, and then you will have time for doing the homework in the afternoon. Can I expect accommodation in the university dormitory? Yes. Also, if you do an intensive course in German, you will be enrolled as a pre-student. You will be already receive a student card, and you can live in the dormitories. Yeah. Will there be an exam at the end of the course? Yeah. Every language course has an exam at the end, and if you do not pass it, sorry, then you have to repeat it, or you have to repeat the exam. Many language schools offer just the test. You do not have to book the whole course. You just have to pay, for example, 150 euros, and then you can do the exam. And if you pass the exam, then you will get a certificate which can be used for the application. Okay. I'm interested in business and law, bachelor's. Can I apply for admission if I'm currently studying in my first year at the university in Ukraine, majoring in marketing? Yes, you can. You have to finish this year. I think, according to the table we have seen in the presentation, because you probably have to pass 1 year at the university in Ukraine, and then you can directly change without preparatory course or whatever. But please, this is a little bit disturbed. Also, you can guess it wrong. Business and law is an English term, but this program is in German. All our bachelor's and diploma programs are in German, and also business and law. So you have to learn the German language first. That's the thing. And marketing is, it will be a good preparation for business and law, because this is a business administration topic. Marketing is a part of business administration, and you will be prepared for studying business and law. I guess there will be no problems when you apply with this profile. Okay, I'm interested in mining and geoengineering. Training. Oh, sorry, we had this already. I answered this question. Oh, I think we have answered all the questions. They are in gray. And fine. Thanks for so many interesting, for your interest. And yeah, I'm so happy to have a large variety that are suitable to our profile. So, Victoria, do you want to add something, for example, to if you have seen one question that you might add something?
Yeah, I probably see one more question, which is in Ukrainian, and it's still gray. I feel like we didn't answer on that.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I can just read it out loud, and you don't have to find it to put it on the main screen.
You can put the cursor on the message and then click on display or anzeigen. Can you do this, or can I?
I
Only
can.
I can do it. Is it this question?
Yeah, that's the question. I'll
Okay,
switch
great.
to Ukrainian for this one.
Yes.
Да, я перевела з Київського політехнічного університету. В мене була програма Industrial Marketing, а тут я вчусь на бакалаврі на Business Administration. Чому саме ТУБАВ, якщо чесно, не специфічно мій вибір. Я зустріла одну дівчинку, яка проходила тут магістратуру, і вона мені розказала про цей університет. І тут ще розказала вона про можливість пройти якраз такі інтенсивні німецькі курси. От це до останнього питання, де я вивчала мову в більшості тут. Тут є інтенсивний курс, який йде 1 семестр, і ви проходите B2 і C1. Якраз такий рівень, який потрібен, якщо ви хочете навчатись на німецькій мові. І чи подавала документи сама, чи хтось допомагав? Сама, да, я просто вже була тут і жила недалеко, то я просто приходила в офіс і розбиралась з цим всім на місці. Yeah. Now we answered all the questions.
Thanks. I see we are speaking now, presenting for 56 minutes, which is really, I'm so happy that we could give our presentation and answer all the questions within 1 hour. I think this is the time which is planned by the organizers. Thank you for your interest, and I hope you will be successful in all your future plans. Do your studies, find the right university. Hopefully we can welcome you in Freiberg, and yeah, all the best for all of you. Thanks for your interest. And yeah, remember the last slide, or maybe I should put it here. Our contact data, as the most important email address is international@tu-freiberg.de, which belongs to the international office, and it will be forwarded to the experts if you have special questions which cannot be answered by us, by the regular international office team. You will be forwarded to, for example, the admission office or to the faculties. Yeah, so there are new questions coming in. I see it's not over. I have time. It's no problem. Oh no. No, sorry. I switched to the public folder here, and there are new questions, but these are not, I think, yeah. This is just thanks and something.
No, there is one more question, but it's again in Ukrainian.
Yeah, okay. Please, could you?
Yeah, I can. I just can't put it on the slide. Переїхала я до Німеччини 2 роки тому. У мене був тоді, напевно, А1, то я повністю з нуля починала. Як справлялася в реальному житті з мовним бар'єром? Англійською. Да. Якщо саме про комунікацію з університетом, то практично всі тут розмовляють англійською, то з цим не було проблем. Yes. Now all questions answered.
What about this? Akoli B.
That's the one. That's the one I answered right now.
Okay. All right. Great. There's one question about A1. I'm not sure if you should quit there or if you just stay here and wait for more questions. Maybe one of the organizers then will tell us, but I have time. I will not end it. The organizers have to end the session. Okay. I would say goodbye to everybody because
Да,
it's
дякую
done, it's
за
finished.
дуже добру презентацію. Так, запитань більш нема. Ну все, дякую. Будемо
You're welcome.
закінчити. Все, Вікторія, запитань більш нема, будемо вже закривати.
Да, дякую вам за увагу. До побачення.
Так, вам також до побачення. До побачення. Все. Thank you.
Bye bye. Thanks for
Bye.
having us. Yeah. Tschüss.